Hello, hello, and happy, healthy Wellness Wednesday. I hope that you're having a great week so far. I'm having a good week. Just I faced a little bit of a challenge this morning getting on live at my normal time, which is 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. And that was just because I was just putting out some fires on some other things that were going on. And so I decided I'm going to have to go live half an hour later than I normally do. But I knew that I still needed to go live for you so that I can share with you some tips and tools and tricks and strategies that you can use around life, because it's really important, about embracing change, because it's a good thing. Good morning. My name is Leslie Godet, and I'm an empowerment coach. I help my clients learn to spot their triggers so that they can manage their emotions and get back to what's important, which is pursuing their dreams and aspirations and turning their visions for their lives into their realities. So I'm going to just invite a couple of people on who had told me that they found that they were not getting notification of my lives, because they work busy days. And so I get it. Everyone's busy. We've got our lives going on. It's not like, okay, Leslie gets on and everything stops, right? No. So I wanted to come to you today about embracing change, because it's really important that you are okay with change, because change is inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. Change is what's going to happen no matter what. You get up and you decide you're going to do something, right? And all of a sudden you think, oh, I got to do something else. So you change your course. Right? Change is inevitable. Most people look at change as disruptive and negative. Most people think that change is not for the better good. Thing is, as I was saying, change is inevitable. Things change, and most times we have no control over it. So if that's the case, where things are most likely going to change, where do you fit on the wheel of good or bad in your mindset, the way you think of when it comes to change? Are you one that resists change and has the mindset that it's bad? Or are you one that embraces change and has the mindset of the possibilities waiting for you? There's the possibility of something great going to happen. And listen, it's okay to be wary of change. I'm saying it. I believe it's okay to be wary of change. But I also believe that change is the possibility for something better, something great. And I'm willing to take my chances on something changing rather than staying the same and possibly never getting better. I want to look back again after 10 years has passed and I'm still stuck in the same place and I haven't grown into a better version of me. I'm not saying that where I'm at isn't a good place. What I'm saying is I want to make sure that I level up who I am every day. I strive for that. So how do you embrace change and be okay with it? Well, number one, face your fears and do it anyway. More than likely, when you're feeling uncomfortable, you're on the right path. I know you may be afraid of failure. I know that you may be afraid of the unknown because you can't control the outcome. And I know that you might even be afraid of being judged or criticized. But guess what? If you never try, if you never just go for something, if you never embrace when change appears in your life, you could end up living a life you don't love and hating the life you are living. And we don't want that, right? We want to be able to have the life that we desire to live, that we want to live. We want to love the life we're living. Guess what? Number two, change isn't final, because things change all of the time. So if change happens in a situation and you embrace it, it could actually bring you one step closer to a goal that you've been trying to achieve, and you figure something else out that is better. And so you change something, you change your path, and then you embrace the future that you set before you. That's like exciting to me. So I used to be one of those people that would be afraid of change. Like, I didn't want to embrace it. I was like, this is not for me. I don't want change. I don't want things to be disrupted. I don't want things to be the way that they are, the way that they're supposed to be, the way that I envision them to be. But change can be beautiful. You change your path and then you can embrace the future that you set before you. Life doesn't follow a one-size-fits-all model. So again, change is inevitable as you grow and become more confident in what you're doing, and therefore your path, your journey may change. Now you're hearing me say the word change a lot, but it's because it's a fact of life. Number 3, don't rush change. Don't rush things to change. You might be on to something. You might be thinking, oh, there's this great thing I want to do with my life. These are the things that I need to do. This is what needs to happen. And you're trying to force it. Don't force it. Be okay with where you're at right now, because sometimes being okay with where you're at right now is where you're meant to be. And be still in the moment, and because something great might come to you. You might actually be wanting something to change, but in the midst of all of these things that you want to happen, you're not sure of how to go about it. And sometimes it's better to just take a step back and let things kind of, come to a boil. I don't mean that in a negative way, but I mean let things simmer a little bit. In other words, let it kind of just marinate, simmer. And when it's time to change, it will be time to change. So here's an example I want to give you. Say you're trying to achieve a really big goal, and you're doing okay, but not 100% sure if you're on the right path, and you feel like something needs to change. And especially if you're the driving force of this change, the best thing again to do is to plan out what you're intending to do, so that when you change your path, your journey, that you at least have some idea of what you're trying to do. Okay, so if you're trying to make something changed in what you're doing, you also don't want to just on a whim do it. You want to actually think about it. What do I need to do? What will happen if I do this? What is my ultimate end goal? Do you see what I'm saying? And one more thing, if you are uncertain of next steps, again, take some time out and reflect. You don't have to rush it. If you rush, you could make mistakes, and the changes you make may not be positive and won't take you down the path that you intended. So take your time, allow change to happen naturally. And number 4, embrace change as a good thing. Embrace it so that you're not forced to embrace it. Because sometimes things need to be different. And sometimes we resist. And then sometimes we're forced to embrace change. And it's how we deal with that. That's how we come out of it. So be willing to allow yourself to embrace change throughout your life's path. The beauty is in your journey. If you're willing to be open, because change is inevitable. I have a hard time saying that word. It can be scary, but it can be wonderful too. And if you're willing to be open to new opportunities and possibilities to make something work better in your life, you have the opportunity to be the best version of you, have more confidence, and do great things. But it all comes down to embracing change, because it's okay. Change is okay. Change makes us better. So learn to face your fears and do it anyway. I like to use Mel Robbins' trick, the 5-second rule, sometimes when I get in my head. It's simply that you just do this. You count backwards from 5. You go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you just do it. You just go. Don't think about it. Just do it. Change isn't final. It's just the next step. That's it. It's the next step on your journey. Don't rush things to change. Let it happen naturally. If you try to force it, you might end up with something that you weren't intending in the first place. And learn to embrace change as a good thing. Change is okay. Being okay with change is okay. I came across a post recently. You know how Facebook likes to, bring you memories of things that you posted a year ago? And then this was posted yesterday, exactly yesterday. And it's so funny because it was right in tune with my live for today. I posted mindset. Let's face it, change can be challenging, but it can also be rewarding. Without change, there is no possibility for something better. If you cannot change your mind, you cannot change anything. You have to have an open mind to change. You must be open to new ideas. With the right mindset, you will have a better opportunity to manage change, which is inevitable. So, if you could change one thing, what would it be and why? My answer back then was, I would be more open to discussions with others whose ideas might not line up with mine. You never know. I might learn something that could change my life profoundly. So this, like I said, this went hand in hand with today's live, which I was just blown away that Facebook knew that I was going to go live with this today. Which brings me to the next point. You know, maybe you're having issues with change and your emotions get the best of you. So that's why I invite you to check out my my new VIP group. It's called Manage Your Triggers. Good morning. Thank you for joining. It's called Manage Your Triggers. And it's all about learning to spot your triggers so that you can manage your emotions and get back to what's important in life, right? You don't want your emotions managing you. You don't want your emotions telling you and driving you to what you can and cannot do. No, you want to be in control of your emotions so that you better react and respond to things, so that you have a more fulfilling and focused and clear mindset, and that you start loving the life that you're living, right? That you live an amazing life, that you're the person that you want to be. So as I was saying, my VIP group is going to be launching on Sunday, September 1st. I'm super excited for this. This is, again, a community of people who are going to come together to learn strategies on how to spot their own triggers, be able to share with each other how maybe some of the things that they've struggled with and how they got through it. You're also going to get some challenging worksheets just to work through on your own time, so that keeps you leveling up you every day. And then you'll also get some live Q&A with me as well. And you can ask me anything. I'm really super excited for this. It's only going to be open for the first week of every month. That way, so that there's no disruptions, no distractions later on in the month when we're diving deep and getting into it. And, you know, just learning more about ourselves and what our triggers are and how we can actually spot them so that we can learn to manage them more efficiently and effectively and live a really amazing, clear, and focused life. Because I know that's what I always strive for me. Again, I wake up every day with an attitude of gratitude so that whatever life throws at me, I'm able to manage it more effectively and with a clearer headspace than I would if I didn't have that attitude. And that happened to me last night. If you didn't catch my live, I ended up on the 215 going home from a meeting and got a flat tire. And it was a busy section of the highway, and I was a little bit nervous, I won't lie, and it was just because of the traffic flying by. But because I knew things were going to be okay, I was able to stay calm through the whole ordeal. My guy got there, he changed the tire for me. The police showed up, which was awesome. I felt doubly safe, and I got home fine because I had that attitude and I was positive and I had that clear and focused mindset, right? It's going to happen for me. It's going to be okay. So again, learn to embrace change. It's okay. It's a good thing. It really is. Trust me. Once you learn to embrace change and things start happening in your life that you were resistant to before, you're going to feel better for it. You're going to thank yourself for it. So thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. Please share this video and help me help others. And again, I'm super excited. I'm going to be posting the link into the comments about my upcoming VIP group. I'm super excited. This is going to help you. It's not going to break your bank. I promise you it will not. It's going to be affordable, but it's also going to be worth it because you're going to get so much value out of it. I hope that you have a great day. I'm super excited about my day. I'm going through with an attitude of gratitude. I hope that you do the same thing and that your day turns out exactly as you had hoped. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.